Alright, before we install these, I'm going to go over why I chose this kit. Obviously there's a lot of kits out there. The biggest thing is I didn't want to go with anything real expensive. I didn't need to put a lot of money in these. I've never had rock lights before. The biggest reason I wanted them is because a lot of times you go on the trail at nighttime, you cannot see anything, especially if something breaks, or if you need to check something out underneath the Jeep. So these are kind of nice to obviously have when you're driving at night on the trail, but they're also kind of nice if you need to fix anything or see anything around the vehicle. Why I chose this particular one is because it has a designated white light. So some of the issues that I've seen doing reviews on some other ones is they take all these different colors to make the white light so it's not very white, which is what this is right here. The W means white, and it's got a designated light. I believe these have 5 lights, 5 bulbs in them, and there's one that's solely for the white light. So you get a nice crisp white light, and it's not like an off looking color. Other than that, I mean, these things are supposed to be, I guess, water resistant or waterproof. They come with a couple different mounts if you're mounting it to tubes or just a flat surface. And other than that, it comes with everything you need, and it's pretty much just plug and play, so this shouldn't be overly hard to do. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever done it. Hopefully this kit will be pretty good. The cool thing, which I didn't realize that, there's a lot of cool features on these, and I did not know that when I bought it. It comes a little remote, but you can also hook it up to your phone, which is really easy, especially for someone like me that doesn't really know nothing about phones. You scan the barcode that it comes with, and you can literally change this with your cell phone from quite a ways away as well, so you don't have to be right up on it. So that's kind of nice, and it also syncs to music, which I didn't even know that either. Not that I'll probably use that. Mainly I just want this on the trail. The other nice thing will be if you're loading this on your trailer or whatever, you'll have that light shine down at nighttime. If you're loading up on the trailer, you need to put some straps on. You're going to have that light shining down where your axles are, which is where I'm going to have this, and most people do. I'm going to have it over the tires. So I went with a 4-pack. You can also get the 6 to where you can kind of have them in the center as well. But really I just wanted them where the tires were, so when I'm on the trails and I'm going over something, I can kind of see that obstacle. So the first thing I want to do is kind of lay this wire down next to the Jeep just to give me an idea and see how much wire I actually have. So I have plenty. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to order any extensions or anything like that. So I went ahead and just laid the rock light pretty much roughly in the middle of the rear tire, which is where I think it's going to be. That or kind of on the front side of the rear fender well, kind of pointed back. And then obviously it's going to come up front. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead, I think I'm just going to tape these rock lights up kind of where I think I want them, turn the lights off, and then see where they're at. I don't want to just start drilling holes and hook them up and think they're in the right place, especially here in the back. Obviously there's no fender over the rear tire, not even close to it. And I think what I want to do is maybe stick this rock light up in here to where it's kind of aiming back. So what I'm going to do is use some masking tape or some duct tape, tape them up, then I'll plug them all in, shut the lights off, and just kind of see what it looks like. And then you can kind of adjust where you want them with the lights off. Then once you get it set, I'm just going to go drill the holes and then hook everything up. Alright, so I went ahead and taped one side up. Took me a couple tries to figure out, especially the back. And it's mainly because I don't have enough rear fenders over the tires, so there's really nothing that can shine down on top of the tires, so I went ahead and just put it in front of the rear tire. Now that I have it set up the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes and go ahead and install the mounts. Alright, so I brought all the wires into the cab. Now don't mind all this crap, I got like 3,000 projects going on at once. Okay, so the wires are ran into the cab, I ran them to the glove box, and the reason I did that is because I'm going to tie this into the fuse box. The easiest way to do that is to get an added circuit. These are awesome to use, I've used these many times. Pretty much anything that runs off of electric, you obviously want some sort of inline fuse or something like that. Nice thing about these is you can get in there if you want this to turn on with accessories or be on something that's hot all the time. You can kind of choose. So if I put these on accessories, I'll plug this in, I'm going to hook this wire to the hot, then obviously just ground the ground wire, and then this will run whatever accessories, let's just say the subwoofer, for instance. I could put this in there, and then I would add another fuse, so this would take 2 fuses, and then this would power the LED lights, the rock lights, and then it'll also still send power to the subwoofer if I choose to put a fuse in for that. Alright, so you just want to look in here and figure out where you want it. I just used a test light. You want to go through. If you're going to do accessories, figure out which one's going to be the accessories that you want to run through. And it's pretty easy. You just plug it in. And then obviously, whatever fuse you're using in here, you're just going to plug that in for the same thing. So if you're using the subwoofer one, you're going to use whatever fuse it tells you to use down here. What you don't want to do, though, is when you use these, you don't want to put a higher fuse higher than what you're plugging in. Alright, to give you guys an idea, so I'm going to open up the app. Like I said, this is very easy. If I can do it, anybody can. So when you first bring out the page, it's going to have all these colors right here, which this is just what's on there when I scanned it in. You've got a brightness level, and then you can literally just take your thumb around here and change the colors. If you find a color you want, it's kind of nice. You can just add it to kind of like your playlist or whatever you want to call it. And then up here you have a designated white light, and then you can just roll around like this and adjust the brightness like that. Again, this is very simple. It's got some other features. Like I said, you can download to music, and it's actually got some music already on here, a few songs. So if you get down here to music, and then it's got a few songs in here already that you can download. And then you can obviously customize what colors you want. So if you just want one color, or obviously all the way up to looks like 16 colors, you can have this flash different ways, slow, fast, just a lot of different ways you can set this up. Alright, to give you an idea of how easy this is to use, this is how quickly you can roll through colors just by going over this globe right here. So it's very fast, and like I said, you can just sit here and click on if you want it red, green, blue, white, yellow. Some of the colors aren't the best, because they kind of mix the colors together, but you get the idea. The red's pretty good. That's probably a big one I would use on the trail, either red or white. Red's always good to keep your night vision. And then you can turn on the brightness as well. And then if you want to go to white, like I said, it's very simple, and there you can dim it down however you want. But the white's very white and crisp, like I said, and that's the main reason I got this particular one, because the review said it was really good because it has one bulb for the white, and the other bulbs are for the colors. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's pretty straightforward. This is not that difficult to do. Most difficult thing to do is figure out where you want the lights. Once you figure that out, drill some holes, run some wire, plug it in, and you're set. Obviously, I don't know how well these lights will do as far as long term. I hope they do well, but for the price, so far I'm pretty happy. I'm not going to be using all these extra accessories as far as the music and stuff like that. I just want some lights for on the trail. Obviously for when I strap down or if something breaks, it's nice so you don't have to hold that extra flashlight depending on where you're at. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, hit that thumbs up, and make sure you guys check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.